Caitlin Clark was supposed to be the face of the WNBA for years to come, but instead she's sitting on the sidelines, her season destroyed by injuries that many fans believe were fueled by jealousy and targeting. And now, the player at the center of that storm, Angel Reese, is facing a backlash unlike anything we've ever seen. Boycotts, empty arenas, crashing ticket prices. Fans are turning their backs on the Chicago Sky and they're pointing the finger directly at Reese. But how did the WNBA's biggest opportunity turn into its biggest disaster? And is Angel Reese the hero the league needs, or the villain fans will never forgive? Tonight, we break it all down. The WNBA was supposed to be celebrating one of its biggest seasons ever. Ticket sales were booming, sponsorships were climbing, and Caitlin Clark was the face of it all. But in one crushing announcement, everything collapsed. Clark's season was over, and with her gone, the league turned to the only other player with mainstream name recognition, Angel Reese. But instead of rising to the moment, Reese may have triggered a fan rebellion that is shaking the WNBA to its core. With Clark sidelined, the cameras turned toward Reese. Networks, sponsors, and even the league itself expected her to carry the torch. But here's the truth. Reese wasn't ready. Fans saw it, analysts knew it, and now the numbers prove it. The weight of expectation wasn't a crown on her head. It was a target on her back. Let's rewind. Clark didn't go down because of one unlucky twist. This was a season-long spiral of abuse, overuse, and flat-out targeting. A quad strain in May, growing problems in June and July, a bone bruise in August. Each injury piled on the last until her body simply gave out, and fans couldn't ignore who was at the center of this storm. Angel Reese. Reese wasn't just playing basketball. She was playing the villain, laughing after hard fouls, smirking when Clark hit the floor, celebrating physicality, as if bullying your opponent was a badge of honor. And while some called it passion, fans saw something uglier, jealousy. Every night, Clark absorbed body checks, grabs, and shoves that went far beyond competition. These weren't basketball plays. These were intimidation tactics. And the most painful part? The referees let it slide. Clark wasn't just playing against her opponents. She was fighting the league's silence. Meanwhile, the WNBA was bragging about sold-out arenas, record jersey sales, and sponsorship deals. But when it came to protecting the player who built that momentum, nothing. Fans called it out for what it was: hypocrisy. You can't build your brand on Clark's shoulders, then look away when those shoulders are being hammered night after night. That's why Clark's injury wasn't just heartbreaking, it was infuriating. Fans didn't just lose their favorite player for the season. They lost faith in the league's ability to protect its stars. And when fans feel betrayed, they don't just complain, they act. So how did Reese respond when Clark's season-ending injury was announced? With empathy? With support? With respect? No. Instead, she doubled down. Reese insisted the league's success wasn't just about one person. She refused to even say Clark's name. To fans, it didn't sound confident. It sounded jealous. It sounded bitter. And that's when the public snapped. Social media lit up with outrage. Longtime WNBA supporters accused Reese of clout chasing. New fans who showed up for Clark felt blindsided. Instead of rising to the moment, Reese poured gasoline on a fire already burning out of control. Fans didn't just talk, they acted. Tickets that were selling for $200 suddenly dropped to $60 overnight. All-Star Weekend in Indiana, the event built entirely around Clark, collapsed into a hollow showcase. Refunds poured in, arenas emptied, sponsors panicked, and TV ratings cratered the second Clark was gone. This wasn't just disappointment, it was rebellion. Fans organized boycotts. They posted refund screenshots. They vowed to leave playoff arenas half empty as a statement. The message was clear. Without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA had nothing. And with Angel Reese mocking the situation, the anger only grew louder. Entire weekends of economic opportunity vanished. Hotels lost bookings. Merch sales plummeted. Resale markets collapsed. The Clark effect wasn't hype, it was real money. And once she was gone, so was the cash flow. No player, not even Reese, could replace it. Even national media noticed the collapse. Colin Cowherd admitted he hadn't covered the WNBA once this year because Clark wasn't playing. Think about that. The biggest radio shows in the country only cared when 22 was on the floor. Without her, the league disappeared from conversation overnight. And fans never forgot why this happened. They saw the hits. They saw the shoves. They saw Reese and others celebrating every cheap shot. This wasn't about one injury. It was about a season-long campaign of jealousy and targeting that finally broke Clark's body. The fallout revealed the league's darkest truth. It wasn't ready to handle superstardom. They built everything on one player, failed to protect her, and then expected fans to accept business as usual when she was gone. That's not how loyalty works. Reese had her chance. This was her moment to step up, to prove she could lead. Instead, she alienated fans, tanked her reputation, and exposed how dependent she really was on Clark's spotlight. Without Clark, Reese's shine faded fast. Now boycotts are spreading. Fans are louder than ever, demanding accountability from the league, from referees, and from Reese herself. Every empty seat at a playoff game tells the story. Fans won't support a league that betrayed their trust. For Clark, this is devastating, but not permanent. She'll recover, she'll return, and when she does, the hype will follow. But for the WNBA, the damage may last for years. A generation of new fans was ready to invest. Instead, they feel betrayed and disrespected. It's painfully clear. Caitlin Clark was the golden goose. She sold the tickets, she drew the ratings, she brought the sponsors, and once she was gone, the WNBA cracked wide open, revealing a league held together by one player's presence. Meanwhile, Reese is learning the hardest lesson of her career. You can't manufacture stardom, you can't demand respect. You earn it through performance, leadership, and humility. And in this moment, she showed none of those qualities. The boycotts aren't just about Clark. They're about fans demanding change. Better officiating, better player safety, a league that values its stars instead of sacrificing them for short-term profit. Until that happens, fans are making it clear they won't buy in. For now, the Fever fight on with Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Lexi Hull. But no matter how hard they grind, the reality is unavoidable. The league is hollow without Clark. The fans know it. The sponsors know it. And yes, even Reese knows it. This was supposed to be a golden era for women's basketball. Instead, it turned into a cautionary tale of jealousy, mismanagement, and betrayal. The WNBA had the brightest star in the game and let her be targeted into the sidelines. Angel Reese could have risen to the moment, but instead, she exposed the very envy that fans despise. The boycotts are real. The outrage is real. Right now, the WNBA is standing at a crossroads. On one side, there's the path of accountability, protecting its stars, fixing its officiating, and proving to fans that it values player safety over petty rivalries. On the other side, more drama, more jealousy, and more stars being broken down before they ever reach their full potential. Which path they choose will define the league for the next decade. But here's the twist that keeps fans watching. Caitlin Clark isn't gone forever. She's already talking about the grind, the recovery, and the hunger to come back stronger than ever next year. And when she does, every foul, every cheap shot, every moment of disrespect will fuel her revenge tour. The same fans boycotting today, they'll be packing arenas tomorrow. The real question is, will Angel Reese and the WNBA be ready when the storm returns? This entire saga proves one undeniable truth. Women's basketball doesn't rise on marketing slogans or forced rivalries. It rises on greatness. Caitlin Clark gave the league that greatness. And instead of protecting her, jealousy and mismanagement drove her to the sidelines. Angel Reese had the chance to carry the torch, but chose ego over empathy. And now the boycotts are louder than ever. Fans see through it. Sponsors see through it. And the message is crystal clear. Protect your stars or watch your league crumble. If you believe Caitlin Clark deserves better, drop a Clark Strong in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all notifications. Because when Clark comes back, we'll be here breaking down every moment. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.